Powell also discovered the same shrine reported by Kincaid, stating the same characteristics of a golden statue holding lotus flowers. This shrine is believed to be for the pharaoh Smenkhare, who was crowned in the year 1337 BC.
You see, they say this, but this book, Description de l'Égypte, was written in 1809. It gives pictures and descriptions of people, places, temples and maps of Egypt in America.
Now, alongside the shrine, Powell also found a tablet with hieroglyphics believed to be for teaching young Egyptians the complex writing system.
19th century Franciscan missionary, in Spanish Las Californias and Mexican Alta California. He is noted for producing the most detailed ethnographic picture of a native Californian culture to come out of the missionary period.
The secrecy of these findings and the area they're located in ensure the burning question remains: who built these elaborate tunnels and the artifacts, and where did they go?
Notice the Royal Asiatic Society of Great Britain and Ireland. It reads, due to the nature of the Society's close connection with the British Empire in the East, much of the work originating with the Society has been focused on topics concerning the Indian subcontinent. However, the purview of the Society extends far beyond India, all of Asia, and into Islamic North Africa, and Ethiopia are included. Remember, North Africa are the Spanish, to do with the Moors, and the Afro-Asiatics. To truly understand the connection between Britain and Ireland, go back and watch yesterday's videos.
From both Powell's and Kincaid's reports, we can identify these hand-carved caved systems to be approximately 3,000 years old.
So yes, I'm harping on about this book, The Mask of Blackness by Queen Anne. It's got all the tea. The dates of this book, 1605 to 1608, prove that this information has been known for a very long time. So Shakespeare speaks about Queen Anne's performance at the court of King James of 1604, a daughter of Niger in November of 1603. Shakespeare's company had staged at court a play of Othello or the Moor of Venice. Was Shakespeare at the court to see the Queen's mask, to see that it is a blackened up queen playing a daughter of Egypt? Sometime in 1605, Shakespeare wrote Antony and Cleopatra at its centre, a black queen. As for Shakespeare, in the book or the play, The Imperial Romance of Antony and Cleopatra, Shakespeare is talking about race and colonialism. Now, what he says about the Moor is that the Moor is a black ram and the white woman is a ewe, and that he and the white woman are creating a strange race. And as for Queen Anne, with her mask of blackness in the play and her intentions of dethroning, she was doing the same thing. Oh, so messy.
This is based on the tools used to carve out the ruins and the dating of the shrine found within them. Upon this evidence, we can conclude that this is not the work of Native Americans, and that it's more than likely to prove that the ancient world was much more advanced than we think.
Remember what they said in the first video, that we did about the Indians, how they tried to turn us savages, and we didn't take.
That's right, yeah.
You gotta give it to the washed out Indians.
Right. Well, by this time, because this is another thing I want to stipulate, because people like to say, oh, the native Indians, but they don't understand what native means. Native, we mentioned it when all the Europeans, you saw all the white Europeans flooding into America. And eventually they stopped calling themselves foreigners and immigrants, and as they settled, they began to call themselves natives. So native does not necessarily mean that you are directly from America or / original Aboriginal India, if you want to call it that, right?
That's true.
So when you're saying you're a native, you could be mixed Indian, already American Indian, which is mixed race. We've already shown you that. We've shown you footage in the 1800s of Indians who look like me and Eden. For real, for real.
Reservations that you've approved, you, sir, in your great wisdom have approved. I will tell you right now, they don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like to Indians. Now, maybe we say politically correct or not politically correct. They don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like Indians to Indians. And a lot of people are laughing at it, and you're telling how tough it is, how rough it is to get approved. Well, you go up to Connecticut, and you look. Now, they don't look like Indians to me, sir.
And so, what I'm saying is, so you could be mixed, as in American Indian, mixed race, and then you could be Italian.
Yeah.
Or you could be Spanish from Europe, white. Or you could be Portuguese, mixed with Indian and white and something else. So when you're calling yourself natives, you have to understand that this slavery thing, it didn't just happen overnight. There was a whole process. There was befriending. There was marrying into that we showed you with the Hawaiian families, royalty. There was, giving them away some of their women to the English travellers, European, and not all Europeans were white. There's one thing we need to always stipulate now. We know not all Europeans are white.
Many secrets are kept that could profoundly change the way we view our world. The involvement of a prestigious scientific community only really ensures that the findings of the restricted area truly are of significance.